God says, I am trying to save you from a big accident. Please don't skip me. Open this message quickly. Listen closely. Don't look away. This is not just another moment in your day. This is a divine interruption meant to shake your soul awake. I am the Lord your God, and I am speaking to you because your path is in danger. There is a storm ahead you don't see. There is a trap laid before you that you haven't noticed. I'm trying to pull you away from something that could cost you deeply. If you skip this, you will miss the one voice trying to keep you alive, protect you, and cover you. You are not watching this by accident. I led you here. I stirred your spirits to pause here because your next steps matter more than you realize. I see what's coming. I know what's been planned against you. But I, the Almighty God, have placed my hand over your life to stop what was meant to destroy you. You might be tired, distracted, or confused. But hear this. I'm doing everything I can to pull you out of harm's way. Not everything that looks normal is safe. Not everything that seems fine is blessed. There's something bigger moving around you. And I'm stepping in now. Like this video, if you believe I'm doing this just for you. What you don't know is that there has been a spiritual assignment planned to bring chaos into your life. The enemy has tried to hide it behind distractions, temptations, even people who seem trustworthy. But I see the heart. I see beyond the surface. And I will not stay silent when my child is walking near danger. That sudden urge you had to stop scrolling to read this. Don't brush it off. That was me. I tapped your spirit. I knocked on your heart. I'm calling you into safety before something hits you that you didn't even see coming. I'm not trying to scare you. I'm trying to save you. There's a difference. My love does not manipulate. My love protects. And when I say there's an accident coming, I don't just mean in the physical world. It could be a spiritual collapse, a heartbreak that would scar your soul, a mistake that would leave years of regret. You've been ignoring some of the signs, haven't you? You felt uneasy. You've had moments where your heart didn't feel settled. That's not random. That's me speaking gently. Now I'm speaking louder. Comment 11,111 if you believe I'm trying to reach you right now. You are precious to me. You may not feel it every day. You may even doubt it sometimes. But I knit you together. I've counted every hair on your head. I've written your name in the palm of my hand. I don't warn just anyone. I protect my chosen ones. And that's who you are. That's why I'm reaching for you right now. This is not a message of fear. This is a message of mercy. Mercy is me stopping you now before the pain comes. Mercy is me holding the line before you fall off the edge. Mercy is me whispering, wait, turn around. Let me handle this. You've been trying to figure too much out on your own. You've been relying on your strength and ignoring my voice. But I've still been near. I've still been covering you while you slept. I've sent angels to shield you when you were unaware. That car that almost hit you, that opportunity that didn't work out, that relationship that suddenly ended. You thought it was all random, but it wasn't. I blocked it. I removed it. I allowed delay because destruction was tied to that door. Trust me, even when I don't explain everything right away, sometimes the only reason the trap didn't work was because I stepped in. Sometimes the only reason the sickness didn't spread, the betrayal didn't reach you, the loss didn't happen, was because I said no. And now I am saying no again. I am saying, my child, don't go there. Don't entertain that person again. Don't say yes to that deal. Don't return to what I've already rescued you from. I love you enough to interrupt your comfort. I love you enough to say, this may hurt now, but it will heal you later. You've been asking me to move. You've been begging for answers. And here I am. I am the answer. I am the voice in the storm. I am the light in the confusion. I am the one standing between you and the pain that's being planned against you. I didn't bring you this far to let you fall. I didn't raise you through every storm just to let one moment take you out. You are too valuable. You carry too much purpose. Heaven has invested too much in you for me to stay silent now. This is your moment to pause and return to me. Come back to the quiet place. Let me speak clearly again. Lay down what you've been clinging to so tightly. Trust that I can see beyond your view. I am the Alpha and the Omega. I go before you and stand behind you. No weapon formed against you will prosper when you stay under my covering. But you must stay. Don't drift. Don't compromise. Don't listen to voices that pull you away from mine. I'm not trying to control you. I'm trying to carry you. You are not crazy for feeling what you've been feeling. The weight, the pressure, the inner conflict, it's all been part of the spiritual battle over your next season. You're about to step into something I've prepared, but you can't take the wrong things or people with you. That's why I'm pressing this on your heart right now, because I know what you don't. I see what's waiting down that road, and it is not for you. I want to give you peace, not pain joy, not heartbreak destiny, not detours. What if everything you've been taught about money is a lie, a hidden 9-word prayer buried in a classified FBI report is now helping thousands attract wealth without lifting a finger? Scientists say it activates a 150-million-year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. Don't let the enemy twist this moment. He will try to convince you this is nothing, that you can ignore it. That is a lie. He is terrified that you listen, because if you do, the accident he planned for you will be stopped in its tracks. If you listen, the trap he set will turn into your testimony. If you obey my voice, even now, you will step over what was meant to break you and walk right into what I've been preparing. You are not forsaken. You are being rescued. You've come too far to fall now. You've grown too much to slip back into what you once were. And I'm not done with you. The very reason I'm sending this warning is because you are on the edge of something new, a breakthrough, a miracle, a blessing that will shift your entire life. But the enemy always attacks before the elevation. That's why the pressure feels heavier. That's why confusion has increased. That's why certain people have suddenly pulled away or started acting strange. It's not them. It's the battle in the spirit, and I'm stepping in to guard you. Comment 222 if you trust that I am covering you even now. I know the tears you've cried in private. I know the fears you haven't told anyone about. I know the weight you carry and the prayers you've whispered when no one was around. I heard them all. I caught every tear, and I've answered right here, right now. Don't miss this. Don't brush this off. I am not here to entertain you. I am here to rescue you, to protect you from something that could leave a mark on your soul. Let me help you. Let me lead you. Let me shield you from what you can't even see. There's something ahead that looks good, feels tempting, seems right, but is not from me. It's a distraction, a setup, a counterfeit. And if you lean into it, it will lead you away from the covering I've placed over your life. That's why I'm reaching out again. That's why I stirred your heart. You've been sensing something off, haven't you? Like you're about to walk into something unfamiliar. That's me pulling on your heart, trying to get your attention. I love you too much to let you walk straight into what's meant to hurt you. And even if you don't fully understand what I'm protecting you from, trust that I do. Comment 333 to declare your faith if you believe I am guiding your steps right now. There's been delay, and I know it's made you restless. You've been waiting for change, for breakthrough, for clarity. And the waiting has made you question if I even see you. But the delay has been my mercy. I didn't withhold anything to punish you. I paused it because I saw what you didn't. If I had released that job, that relationship, that opportunity when you asked, it would have tied you to something I was trying to free you from. You would have walked into a snare, wrapped in blessing. You would have settled for a door the enemy opened instead of the one I'm unlocking. And now I'm telling you again, be still. Don't rush. Let me lead you. You've cried for answers, and this is one of them. I've been testing your trust. Not because I doubt you, but because I want to deepen your faith. I want you to know what it feels like to stand on my word, even when nothing around you makes sense. That's when your roots grow stronger. That's when your spirit learns how to hear me clearly. Not just when I speak blessings, but when I speak warnings. Not just when I open doors, but when I close them too. My silence is not absence. It's protection. My delay is not denial. It's divine redirection. There's a place I'm taking you, but it can't be rushed. It's not a quick fix. It's a prepared place. And preparation takes time. You wouldn't want a half-built blessing. You wouldn't want a rushed miracle. You wouldn't want a breakthrough that crumbles in your hands. So I've been building it, right? And while I'm doing that, I've also been building you, strengthening your discernment, shaping your heart, sharpening your focus. Because when it comes, you'll need to be ready to carry it, not just receive it. You'll need to protect it, guard it, nurture it. That's what I've been doing while you've been waiting. There's a battle you didn't see coming, but I've already stepped onto the battlefield. I've already drawn the line. What the enemy tried to use to break you, I'm turning it around. What he hoped would destroy your faith is going to end up deepening it. The very thing that was meant to take you down is going to push you into your purpose. But you must stay under my covering. You must stay close to me. If you step out, if you let the wrong people in, if you rush into what looks good but isn't blessed, you'll walk right into a collision I've been trying to prevent. Comment 555 if you know I am standing between you and what was meant to harm you. I know it's been hard to understand lately. You've been asking, God, why did that end? Why did they leave? Why didn't that work out? But what if the thing you're grieving over was the very thing I saved you from? What if that delay was me blocking a future heartbreak? What if the silence was me muting the voice of someone who was never meant to go with you? What if the closed door was a locked gate protecting you from a place where your peace would have been stolen? My protection doesn't always look like what you want, but it's always what you need. Why are neuroscientists obsessed with a 9-word sentence? Because this sentence, spoken once a day, is turning financial stress into sudden blessings. More than 19,000 people have already used it to erase debt and unlock a life of wealth, freedom, and peace. The results are so powerful, some believe it's divine. If you're seeing this, you're lucky the page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. I've watched the moments you almost gave up, when you thought no one noticed your efforts, when you gave and still felt empty, when you stayed faithful but felt forgotten. But I saw you every time, and not one seed of faith has gone unseen. Not one tear has fallen without my notice. You are not overlooked. You are not alone. You are not unloved. You are mine. I chose you. I've covered you. I'm still covering you. And right now, that covering is keeping you from a collision that would shift your path. You may not see the full picture yet, but that's where trust is born. Some of the things you've been battling aren't just emotional or physical. They're spiritual. That heaviness, that fear, that confusion, it's not just in your mind. There's a spiritual war for your peace, your future, your mind. And I've been fighting for you. Every time you felt peace return after a night of anxiety, that was me. Every time you felt strength out of nowhere, that was me. Every time the thought of quitting got overwhelmed by a small spark of hope, that was me. I've been here the whole time, even when you didn't feel it. There's still more I want to give you. More healing, more clarity, more joy, more strength. But you must let go of what I've asked you to release. You can't carry old weights into a new season. You can't hold on to familiar pain and expect fresh peace. I know it's hard to let go. I know you loved them. I know you dreamed about it. But I know the full story. I see what would happen if you continued. And I'm not going to let you walk into harm when I have something better waiting. You are not being punished. You are being preserved. This is your rescue. This is your warning. This is me reaching out to save you before the next step leads you to regret. You've prayed for clarity, and this is it. You've asked for guidance, and this is my answer. I'm not trying to take something from you. I'm trying to keep something from taking you. I'm not here to shame you. I'm here to shelter you. I'm not exposing your weakness. I'm revealing my strength. And even now, as you read this, I am releasing protection over you that no one can reverse. Comment 777 if you believe I'm still protecting you from what you didn't even know was a threat. You felt the shift lately, the unease, the heaviness, the sense that something isn't quite right. That's not your imagination. That's not overthinking. That's your spirit responding to what I've been trying to show you. I've been whispering through your restlessness. I've been guiding you with discomfort, because sometimes I have to disturb your peace to protect your purpose. If I had let you stay where you were, you would have settled into something that was slowly draining you. And I love you too much to let you sink quietly into a place I never called you to. There are people you've trusted who don't carry good intentions. There are decisions you've considered that aren't aligned with the future I've planned for you. And you've been asking, why does this feel so hard? Because there's a war over your future, a real one. The enemy sees what's ahead. He sees the potential. He sees the blessing. He sees the purpose you carry. And he's trying to wear you down before you reach it. That's why the pressure has intensified. That's why your peace has been under attack. That's why confusion has crept in where clarity used to be. But I am not the author of confusion. I am the God of peace. I'm calling you back to my voice. You've started questioning if you heard me right. You've wondered if maybe you made a mistake. But I haven't changed my mind about you. I haven't withdrawn my promise. I haven't canceled your calling. What I've spoken still stands. But in this moment, you have a choice. Trust my warning or walk into something that will delay what I'm preparing for you. The enemy wants to convince you that I'm holding back from you. That's a lie he used in the beginning with Eve. He wants you to believe you're missing out. But the truth is, you're being set apart. Comment 999 if you know I've set you apart for more. I didn't choose you for a small life. I didn't call you to blend in. That's why you've always felt a little different. That's why you couldn't stay comfortable in places that others seemed content. You were never meant to live by the standards of this world. You were meant to carry heaven's presence into the middle of it. You were meant to walk with power, with authority, with vision. But with that calling comes greater responsibility. And part of that is learning to listen when I say, not that way. Part of that is trusting me when I say, the connection isn't for you. That choice isn't safe. That road leads to pain. I know what you want. I know what your heart longs for. And I'm not blind to it. But I want more for you than you want for yourself. You want temporary relief. I want eternal restoration. You want something quick. I want something lasting. You want something familiar. I want something sacred. That's why I'm asking you to trust me even when it hurts. To believe me even when I'm silent. To follow me even when the path isn't clear. Because what I'm saving you from isn't just pain. It's from a future that would have stolen your peace, drained your joy, and pulled you further from my presence. This banned wealth signal was hidden in a government vault for over 70 years until now. It's a simple 9-word brain trigger used by elites to attract unlimited money while the rest of the world struggles. But the moment too many people see this, it could be deleted. Click the link in the description and comments before it's taken down forever. You've been faithful in ways no one saw. You've obeyed when it was hard. You've stayed when it would have been easier to run. And I honor that. I see your heart. I see your obedience. And I'm not just the God who sees. I'm the God who rewards. You haven't missed your moment. You haven't missed your miracle. You are right on time because I hold time. And I'm telling you now not to scare you, but to secure you. Don't ignore this moment. Don't overlook this message. I am your protector, your shield, your covering. I don't just heal, I prevent, I block, I guard. That near miss, that plan that didn't work out, that rejection, you cried over it, wasn't punishment, it was protection. You were upset when it closed, but I was celebrating in heaven because I knew what you didn't. I knew what would have happened had it worked. I knew the weight it would have brought. I knew the consequences. So I stepped in. I shut it down. And I'm doing it again. You may not understand today, but one day you'll look back and thank me. One day you'll realize this was love. I know it's hard. You've been trying to hold it all together, but this is the moment to release it. You don't have to carry the pressure anymore. You don't have to figure it all out. You don't have to pretend you're okay when you're breaking inside. Let me take it. Let me lift it. Let me breathe into your spirit again. I'm not distant. I'm not disappointed. I'm near. Closer than you know. I'm whispering now, not just to comfort you, but to awaken you, to remind you that you're still mine, still chosen, still protected, and still called. No matter what you've done, I haven't changed my heart toward you. You can't out-sin my grace. You can't outrun my love, and you are not too far gone to be rescued. This is the lifeline. This is the moment. You don't have to prove anything. Just turn your heart to me. Just say yes to the pulling you feel. Just trust that I'm still the same God who spoke light into darkness, who parted seas, who raised the dead, who heals, who saves, who restores, and who never fails. There's a reason I've been urging you to pause. There's a reason I've been blocking certain things. You keep asking me why it's not moving forward, why certain people have pulled away, why opportunities vanished. But if you could see what I see, you'd be thanking me. I'm not keeping you from something good. I'm keeping you for something better. I've seen the ending of what you thought you wanted. I've watched the future of relationships you tried to hold on to. And even though it hurt you to let go, it would have hurt more if I had let you keep it. Comment 1010 if you know I've removed things for your protection, not your punishment. You've been standing at a crossroads in your life. One road seems easy and familiar. The other feels uncertain and uncomfortable. But hear me. I am not in the place of comfort when it leads to compromise. I'm not in the easy path when it pulls you away from me. I'm in the stretching, the growing, the road where you must depend on me. I know you want peace, but real peace doesn't come from avoiding hardship. Real peace comes from knowing I'm with you in the fire, and I am. Right now, I'm closer than your breath. That restless feeling you've had lately, that lack of peace in certain situations, isn't coincidence. It's my spirit alerting yours. I am stirring your soul because where you are right now is not where I want to leave you. If I allowed you to feel comfortable, you'd stay in places that cannot carry your future. I've been shaking things up not to scare you, but to wake you up. To remind you that your future is worth fighting for and your purpose is too important to stay hidden in places that keep you small. I've closed certain doors because I heard conversations you didn't. I've removed people because I saw motives you couldn't. I've disrupted your plans because I knew they would have led you into heartbreak or destruction. And I know it doesn't always feel like a blessing. But trust me, it is. I'm saving you from the accident you didn't see. I'm protecting you from pain that would have crushed your spirit. I am not against you. I am fully, completely, passionately for you. You've asked me, why now, God? Why is everything happening all at once? Because the enemy knows your season is shifting. He senses your breakthrough is close. And he's doing everything he can to distract you, drain you, and discourage you. But I have already gone ahead of him. I've already declared that no weapon formed against you will prosper. I've already placed angels around you. I've already given you victory before the battle even began. Now you must choose to walk in it. You must choose to trust me, even when it doesn't make sense. Comment 1515 if you believe I've already secured your victory, even in unseen battles. You were never meant to do this alone. I never asked you to carry it by yourself. That pressure, that fear, that weight, lay it down. Give it to me. I am your refuge. I am your defender. I am your provider, your healer, your strength. And I don't get tired. I don't grow weary. My arms don't weaken under the weight of your struggle. I can carry what you cannot. I can fix what you've given up on. I can restore what looks broken beyond repair. Right now, I'm speaking to your weary soul. Rest. You don't need all the answers. You don't need to have everything figured out. You just need to trust the one who does. I'm already in your tomorrow. I'm already working on your behalf. The situation you're worrying about, I'm already shifting it. The outcome you've been afraid of, I'm already rewriting it. But I need your heart back. Not just your attention when you're desperate, but your full trust every day. Can just saying 9 words daily actually make money flow into your life? A top neuroscientist says yes, and the FBI accidentally confirmed it. This forgotten prayer is now transforming ordinary people into debt-free and financially free for life. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the link in description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. There's a fresh wind coming, a new beginning, but with it comes separation. There are things that cannot go with you into the next season. Let them fall away. Don't cling to what I've asked you to release. Don't beg for what I've removed. You may not understand it now, but one day you'll see how every single closed door was my mercy. Every no was a redirection. Every delay was divine protection. Every loss was a setup for greater gain. You are not being left behind. You are being pulled ahead. Even when you feel like you're standing still, I'm working behind the scenes. You are not stuck. You are being still because I'm fighting for you. I don't ask you to wait without purpose. Every moment of silence, every season of stillness, every delayed answer, it's all part of the greater plan. And the enemy is terrified of what's about to come together in your life. This is your time to lean into me like never before. Don't lean on your own understanding. Don't rely on old habits, familiar patterns, or human voices. Lean on my word, my truth, my spirit. That is where your safety is. That is where the breakthrough begins. And when you don't know what to pray, just say my name. Jesus, that's enough. I'll meet you there. I'm not far. I've never been. Even in the moments when you couldn't feel me, I was there. Even when you ran, I followed. Even when you fell, I caught you. I've never stopped loving you. I've never changed my mind about you. My promises are still alive. My plans are still in motion. But you have to choose to stay close. You have to choose to trust me more than you trust your fears. I know what's best for you. I always have. Even when you questioned it, even when you fought me, even when you walked away, I still covered you. I still protected you. And I still want you. Not because you've earned it, not because you've done everything right, but because I am love, I am grace, I am mercy, and I never give up on my children. So hear me now. You are not about to fall. You are about to rise. You are not about to lose everything. You're about to gain what truly matters. You are not at the end. You are at the beginning of something holy. And I'm calling you to come closer because I want to do something in your life that no one else will understand. It won't make sense to others, but it will be undeniable because when I move, everything changes. You've been leaning on things that were never steady. You've been hoping in people who couldn't carry your heart. You've made plans that looked good but weren't God. And I'm not mad at you. I'm not disappointed. I'm drawing you back. I'm showing you that my way is not just better. It's safer, wiser, holier, lasting. You've asked for direction, and this is it. I'm not leading you into confusion. I'm pulling you out of it. The reason you feel unsettled is because your soul is craving alignment with me. Your heart is aching for the peace that only my presence brings. Comment 1717 if you believe peace is coming through obedience. I didn't call you to a life that's constantly chaotic, anxious, and fearful. That's not my voice. I lead with peace. Even in the storm, I speak peace. Even in the fire, I stand with you. Remember the three in the furnace? They were not alone. The fire didn't burn them because I stepped in with them. That's what I'm doing for you right now. The heat around you may be rising, but it won't consume you. The storm may be loud, but it won't drown you. I'm stepping into it with you. And where I step, things change. But you have to choose who you'll listen to. Will you listen to fear or to faith, to lies or to love? To the enemy who wants to keep you stuck or to the God who wants to lift you out? I'm speaking clearly, and my voice is not confusing. It calls you higher. It pulls you forward. It brings your soul to rest. The enemy will always speak in panic, in pressure, and guilt. But I speak in peace, in stillness, in love. That's how you know it's me. Don't run back to what I delivered you from. Don't entertain what I exposed. Don't chase after what I clearly closed. I know your heart is still healing. I know your mind is still processing. But let it go. Release it. What you're clinging to could be the very thing that's pulling you toward destruction. I'm trying to save you. And sometimes that means removing what you thought you needed. But if it cost your peace, it's not from me. If it pulls you away from me, it's not my will. If it makes you question who you are in me, it's not love. It's a trap. I've seen how you've kept going even with a tired soul. I've seen how you've stayed kind even when others weren't. I've seen how you've held on to hope even when it flickered. And because of that, I'm about to show you what happens when I reward faithfulness. It may not look like how you pictured. It may not come when others think it should, but when I move, it will be undeniable. It won't be something you have to force or fake. It will be real, pure, right, and full of peace. I'm not just preparing a blessing. I'm preparing you to handle it. You've asked, when will it happen? How long will I wait? But what I want you to ask now is, God, what are you doing in me while I wait? Because the work I do in you is just as important as the work I do around you. I'm healing your heart. I'm renewing your mind. I'm softening what life has hardened. I'm training your spirit to walk by faith, not by sight. Because when the blessing arrives, you won't just receive it. You'll carry it with wisdom, with strength, with grace. Comment 1212 if you believe I'm preparing something greater than you can see right now. Why are 55 countries using the same mysterious money script? Because a leaked research file just exposed a 9-word pattern that activates wealth-attracting pathways in the brain. Repeat it daily and watch money flow like water into your life. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. Don't despise the quiet seasons. Don't curse the silence. I'm closer in the stillness than you realize. And sometimes I speak loudest when everything else goes quiet. I don't need noise to move. I don't need a crowd to perform a miracle. I often do my greatest work in the hidden places. In the prayer no one hears. In the moment you choose obedience over recognition. in the choice to walk away from temptation, in the tears cried in private. I collect everyone, and I never waste pain. I turn it into purpose. Right now, I'm not just protecting you from something. I'm leading you into something. A new chapter, a new place, a deeper walk. But it starts with surrender. Not performance, not perfection. Surrender. Lay it all down. Your timeline, your need for control, your fears about what's next, your obsession with understanding every detail. Lay it at my feet and watch what I do with a fully surrendered heart. You think you need answers, but what you need more is trust. You think you need certainty, but what you need more is my presence. I didn't promise you a map. I promised to be with you. I didn't promise ease. I promised victory. I didn't promise you'd never cry. I promised to catch every tear. And now I'm reminding you of this. I am still your father. I am still your guide. I am still the one who called you, who knows you, who sees every part of you, and loves you fully. You may be in a season where others don't understand you, where you feel unseen, unappreciated, even judged. But I see you. I know the weight you carry. And I'm honoring your private obedience with public favor. I'm raising you in quiet before I release you in power. Because when I open the next door, no one will be able to deny it was me. Not your strength, not your connections, me. Hold on to me. Not just my promises, me. Not just the outcomes, my presence. Because no matter what happens around you, I don't change. I'm the same yesterday, today, and forever. And I still have plans for you. Good ones. Plans to prosper you. Plans to give you a future and a hope. Plans that are bigger than the pain you've endured. And the enemy knows it. That's why he's been fighting so hard. But I'm fighting harder. And I will have the final word. This moment is sacred. Don't rush past it. Don't brush it off. I'm speaking because you're worth saving. You're worth rescuing. You're worth redirecting. You may not feel worthy, but I've already called you worthy. Not because of who you are, but because of who I am. I don't give up on what I've chosen. And I have chosen you. You're standing at the edge of something that will change everything. But you must listen. You must let go of what's not mine. You must trust the pull in your heart. That tug you feel, it's not fear. It's not guilt. It's me. It's love. It's protection. It's a father trying to pull his child back from danger. Let me pull you in. Let me take the wheel. Let me show you what real love looks like. There is something that's been growing quietly. Something that would have taken you out if I didn't speak to you now. The enemy has been planting seeds of distraction, lies, compromise, and confusion. He's been hoping you'll get too tired to notice, too tired to fight, too tired to pray. But I'm not letting that happen. I'm interrupting your timeline to protect your calling. I'm stopping what you thought was normal to save you from what was dangerous. You might not have recognized it yet, but you were walking toward a collision, and I'm pulling you out of its path. Comment Amen if your heart is open to receive this truth. This is why the tension has been increasing. It's not just pressure, it's spiritual. The enemy sees where I'm about to take you. He's terrified of your next season. He knows that if you fully step into what I've prepared, he loses access, he loses control. He loses the influence he once had over your mind, your emotions, your direction. So he's been stirring up distractions, whispering lies, sending confusion, making you question your own discernment. But I'm cutting through all of that now with one truth. You are mine, and I will not let destruction have the final say in your story. Some of the people in your life have been sent only for a season. You felt it even if you didn't want to admit it. There's been unease, misalignment, a subtle feeling that something's changed. That's me helping you discern. Don't cling to what I'm trying to release you from. Not everyone can go where you're going. Not everyone is meant to sit at your table in the next season. It's not rejection, it's redirection. I'm pruning your life not to hurt you, but to help you grow. And what I remove, I replace with better. Trust me in this. Comment 222 if you're ready to trust me through the pruning. The next thing I want to do in your life requires your attention, your surrender, your faith. This is not the time to coast or drift or numb your way through the days. This is the time to lean into me with everything you have. Turn down the noise. Tune out the voices that don't speak truth. Come back to the secret place where it's just you and me. That's where I'll give you clarity. That's where I'll pour out peace. That's where I'll prepare you for what's ahead. You've been asking for open doors, and I have them. But first, I need to make sure your hands are free to carry what I give. You cannot hold the new if you're clinging to the old. That's why I'm pulling away the things that no longer serve you. That's why I'm shifting your environment. Because you've outgrown it. Not because you're better than others, but because you're called to something deeper. I'm stretching you, lifting you, teaching you to walk in full authority. Not as the world sees you, but as I've called you. What secret did the FBI hide about your brain and money? They discovered a phrase just 9 words long that flips a switch in your mind to attract wealth without effort. It's already changed the lives of thousands of people in just weeks. If you're seeing this, you're lucky the page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. Some days it will feel lonely. Some moments will test your trust. But I've promised to never leave you. I've promised to walk with you through every fire, every storm, every valley. And I've never broken a promise. You may not feel me every day, but I'm always present. I'm the stillness in your chaos, the strength in your weakness, the whisper in your confusion. When the world gets loud, I speak peace. When everything feels uncertain, I remain unshaken. You are not just anyone. You are chosen. You are appointed. You are marked by my hand. And because of that, your journey will not look like everyone else's. Don't compare your process to theirs. Don't envy what others have when you don't know what it cost them. I am your portion. I am your source. What I have for you is tailor-made for your purpose. And what I start, I finish. Even now I'm working things out. Even now I'm undoing what the enemy meant for harm. I'm restoring what was broken, redeeming what was lost, healing what was wounded. You thought it was over, but I'm just beginning. You thought it was too late, but I'm not bound by time. You thought you missed it, but I never miss. I'm still writing your story, and the next chapter will carry my fingerprints all over it. You've been through a refining season. I've allowed pressure not to crush you, but to shape you. I've allowed waiting not to punish you, but to prepare you. And I'm about to bring clarity, direction, movement. I'm about to open a door no one can shut. But I need your heart in alignment. I need your spirit tuned to my voice, because the next step must be taken with discernment, not desperation. You will know it's me, not because it's flashy or loud or quick, but because it brings peace. My blessings don't come with chaos. My favor doesn't bring confusion. My hand leaves no room for fear. I've gone before you. I'm surrounding you, and I'm leading you into a season where my protection will be clearer than ever. You are not just surviving. You're being transformed. What felt like a breaking was actually a birthing. What seemed like delay was actually divine timing. What looked like the end was the beginning of a new chapter. And now I'm bringing you out. Not the same, not weaker, but wiser, stronger, steadier, ready. The accident the enemy planned won't touch you. The breakdown he hoped for won't happen. The setback he tried to arrange is being turned around. Because you stayed, you trusted. You chose me even when it was hard. And now I'm showing you why it was worth it. You're about to step into what your spirit has been aching for. Not just answers, not just blessings, but alignment with heaven. This isn't just about avoiding a disaster. This is about stepping into destiny. What you don't realize is that the accident I'm saving you from is also the delay the enemy set to keep you from walking into the fullness of who I created you to be. He knows the power of your potential. He knows the anointing you carry, the fire that's been growing inside your heart, even when you felt cold and tired. He's seen the seeds of purpose I planted in you long ago. And that's why he's trying so hard to derail you right now. But I've already stepped ahead of him. Comment 333 if you believe I've gone before you and made a way. This is why you felt resistance. This is why certain doors wouldn't open no matter how hard you pushed. It's why people suddenly turned, why certain paths were blocked, and why things that once worked just stopped working. Not because you failed, not because you were forgotten, but because I stepped in and said, "No, not this way." I shut those doors because there's something on the other side that would have wounded you. I stopped those conversations because they were planting seeds of confusion. I silenced some voices because they weren't leading you closer to me. I let things fall apart because I want to build something better. You prayed for protection, and this is how I answer it. Not always in the ways you expect. Sometimes it looks like loss. Sometimes it looks like delay. Sometimes it feels like being left behind. But in heaven's view, you're not behind. You're being preserved. You're not late. You're being hidden until it's safe to be seen. Because when I reveal what I've been doing, it will be unmistakable that my hand was all over it. There are places I'm taking you, where your name will be spoken in rooms you haven't entered yet. But if I open those doors now before you were ready, they would consume you. So I'm growing you quietly. I'm training your ears to hear me clearly, your eyes to see beyond the surface, your heart to follow, even when the path looks unfamiliar. Because you won't be able to depend on what you see. You'll need to trust what I say. This season you're in has been uncomfortable, but it has not been without purpose. Every delay has built patience. Every disappointment has taught discernment. Every closed door has prepared you to recognize the right one when it opens, and soon it will. But you must keep your heart steady. You must remain under my covering. The enemy would love nothing more than to get you to act out of fear, to chase what I didn't send, to run toward what seems urgent, instead of waiting for what's divine. Comment 777 if you choose to wait for what's truly from me. I know it's hard. I know the silence can feel deafening. But even in the silence I speak, I'm teaching you that my voice is not always loud, that my direction is not always dramatic. Sometimes it's in the stillness. Sometimes it's in the gentle nudging. Sometimes it's in the door I didn't open. And even when I say nothing at all, I'm still moving, still planning, still protecting. A neuroscientist says, yes, a 9-word script, long buried in government files, can fire up a prehistoric brainwave that pulls money in faster. This breakthrough is